Hey, Falcons fans! Hold up! Before you scroll past this video thinking you've heard it all before about our beloved birds, let me tell you something that's gonna make your jaw drop to the floor. ESPN just dropped some nuclear-level intelligence about our 2025 season, and I'm telling you right now, what I'm about to reveal is going to completely flip your understanding of what this team is capable of. We're talking about a prediction so bold, so unexpected, that even the most die-hard Falcons fanatics are going to be scratching their heads going, wait, what? But here's the kicker, and this is where it gets absolutely insane. They're not talking about the obvious superstars everyone's obsessing over. Nah, they went deep into the trenches, found something that's been hiding in plain sight, and it's about to explode into the spotlight in a way that nobody saw coming. Listen up, rise up faithful. What I'm about to tell you isn't just another prediction. This is inside intelligence that's making waves at ESPN, and when you hear what the experts are saying about one specific player on our roster, you're going to lose your mind. We're talking about a game changer, a difference maker, someone who's about to turn the entire NFL on its head. But first, let me paint you the picture of where we stand right now. The pressure is real in Atlanta. The front office knows it, the coaching staff knows it, and every single player in that locker room knows it. This isn't just another season, this is make or break time. The clock is ticking, and everyone from the top down understands that 2025 is the year we prove we belong among the elite. You think the heat isn't on? Think again. For seasons without playoffs, and the temperature in Atlanta is rising fast. But here's what separates champions from pretenders. Champions use that pressure as fuel. And trust me, what I'm about to reveal will show you exactly why this pressure is about to explode into pure dominance. Are you feeling that energy? Because we're just getting started. Now, everyone's talking about the obvious storylines. Everyone's focused on the quarterback situation, everyone's looking at our explosive offensive weapons, everyone's wondering about our defensive transformation. But what if I told you that the real story, the game-changing story, is happening in a place where nobody is looking? What if I told you that ESPN just dropped a prediction so bold, so shocking, that it's going to completely reshape how you view our championship potential? We're not talking about flashy skill positions here, people. We're talking about the engine room, the foundation, the absolute heart of what makes championship offenses unstoppable. You want to know what separates playoff teams from championship teams? It's not always the superstars getting the headlines. Sometimes it's the guy working in the trenches, the guy doing the dirty work, the guy who turns good offenses into legendary offenses. Seth Walder from ESPN just made a prediction that has everyone in the NFL community talking. When one of the most respected analysts in the game puts his reputation on the line with a bold call, you better believe it's worth your attention. And when that prediction involves our team, our foundation, our future, that's when you know something special is brewing in Atlanta. Here's what's got my blood pumping and should have yours racing too. Center Ryan Newsel is about to rank in the top 5 in run block win rate this season. Top 5, Falcons Nation. Do you understand what that means for our offense? This isn't some random guess. This is backed by hard data. In 547 snaps last season, Newsel posted a 71% run block win rate, which ranked 9th best among all centers in the NFL. But here's the kicker, that was while he was splitting time and adjusting to the system. Now he's the full-time starter, he's comfortable, he's confident, and he's ready to dominate. But wait, it gets even better. Walder didn't just look at the standard metrics. He did unpublished research measuring the vertical push of offensive linemen on run plays, and guess what? Newsel's numbers were off the charts. We're talking about elite-level performance that puts him in the conversation with the absolute best centers in the game. Think about what this means for our ground game. We've got one of the most explosive running backs in the NFL, and now we're pairing him with a center who's about to be ranked among the top 5 in the league at creating running lanes. This isn't just addition, this is multiplication of our offensive potential. Remember those 8 games Newsel started last season? The Falcons went 5-3. That's not a coincidence, that's a pattern. That's what happens when you have championship-level play at the most important position on the offensive line. Here's where it gets really interesting from a front office perspective. Drew Dalman got a massive contract with the Bears in free agency. The Falcons could have matched it, but Terry Fontenot made a calculated decision. He looked at Newell's performance, he looked at the potential, and he made a bet that's about to pay off in a big way. We're talking about replacing top-dollar production with a fraction of the cost while potentially getting better performance. This is how championship teams are built, finding value, developing talent, and making smart decisions that multiply your resources. But here's what makes this prediction even more explosive. It's not just about Newell's individual performance. When your center is dominating run blocking, it opens up everything. Play action becomes more effective, the entire offensive line works better as a unit, and your quarterback has more time and space to operate. Picture this scenario. Our center is controlling the line of scrimmage, our running game is unstoppable, defenses are forced to stack the box, and then boom, we hit them over the top with our elite receiving core. This is how championship offenses operate, and we're about to have all the pieces in place. The timing couldn't be more perfect. Just when everyone's questioning our offensive line depth, just when people are wondering if we can establish a dominant ground game, we get confirmation that we have a top 5 center anchoring our entire operation. You want to know what really has me excited? This prediction came from someone who studies film, analyzes data, and doesn't make bold calls unless he's absolutely confident in the research. When ESPN analysts put their credibility on the line with specific predictions, they've done their homework. And speaking of homework, let's talk about what this means for our season outlook. We're heading into week 1 with questions about our offensive line, but those questions are about to be answered in the most emphatic way possible. When you have elite center play, everything else becomes easier. The domino effect is real, Falcons Nation. Elite center play leads to a dominant running game. A dominant running game opens up the passing attack. An explosive offense puts pressure on opposing teams to keep up. And when teams are forced to play from behind against our defense that's loaded with new talent and improved coaching, that's how you create a championship formula. But here's what's got me most fired up. This is just the beginning. If Newell performs at a top 5 level, imagine what that does for team confidence, for offensive line chemistry, for our ability to control games in the fourth quarter. Champions are built on dominant line play, and we're about to have it. The beauty of this prediction is that it addresses the one thing championship teams must have, the ability to impose your will in the trenches. You can have all the skill position talent in the world, but if you can't control the line of scrimmage, you're not winning championships. Falcons Nation, we're not just talking about improvement here, we're talking about transformation. We're talking about going from question marks to exclamation points. We're talking about establishing an identity that will carry us deep into January. The foundation is being set right now for something special. Elite center play, explosive offensive weapons, a transformed defense, and a coaching staff that understands what it takes to win in this league. All the pieces are falling into place for a season that nobody will see coming. So buckle up, rise up faithful, because 2025 is about to be the year that changes everything. The storm is coming, and it's going to be beautiful.